Hey there, good morning, I'm John. Today is Tuesday, December 3rd, 2024. Welcome to another edition of my daily vlog. Each morning I come in here, turn the lights and camera, and talk about what I've been doing next and how it's going. Trying to make content creation definitely sustainable, so let's get the ball rolling talking about yesterday. It was the first day back after the long 4-day holiday weekend, and I think I told you yesterday, I was like, I kind of have that vacation-itis where you're like, oh, I've been off so many days, it's hard to get motivated again. That went away pretty quickly after about an hour, reading comments and getting in the swing of things. I did knock out the next episode of Celebrating Yesteryear for Retro Days. I got my part cut and edited and delivered to the editor for that video that'll come out on Saturday. I did some podcast prep for this podcast that we're going to edit today, which we'll talk about in a moment. Not enough. I never do enough, it seems. But it should be an easy edit. We'll do today. We'll talk about. And then yesterday, my other goal was to get back from the holiday with a new video right away. I didn't want to wait. So I decided to go with an item I picked up at a consignment shop last on Sunday over the weekend. And it was just another little plug and play from Jakks Pacific, one that I didn't have, and I'm like, well, that's interesting. So it came without a box or anything, and so I had to do a little bit of research, like what is it, where did it come from, who made it, when, because all you have is a toy that has some numbers on it, but you're like, you got to do reverse engineering if you don't recognize it right away, which I had to do. I had to dig it up. So I learned that it came out in 2004. It's like 20 years old. The software's from 2001. Anyway, I don't know what to expect anymore. I expected that video to be meh. It's like, oh yeah, it's not another Atari, it's, it is Atari games, but I mean, it's not a new product or anything. It's a 20-year-old product that people have done reviews about plenty of times in the past, but I haven't, so I did it, and stunned by the results. Out of the gate, it was number 2 out of 10 over the last few. It actually got a faster start than my 7800 Plus review. Now, of course, that didn't hold because, as we know, the 7800 Plus took off. But initially, as you do your comparisons for the launch, it was number 2 in line after what? Anyway, it settled into like a number 2 or number 3 spot. But even so, overnight, it hasn't even been 24 hours. I released that, was that 5 o'clock or 5:30 or something like that? 5,900 views, maybe 6,000 by the time I take the picture, because it's started up again today, or maybe I should say it never died off overnight. It continues to flow. I'm really enthused by how that did. It's nice. We talked a little bit last week about being able to have some different kinds of, you're always going to have new product reviews dropping in your lap. Those happen a few times a year. You have to have other things to do, and knowing that I can potentially, not guaranteed, walk into some random junk shop and pick up a gadget for $10 and come in and make something out of it that gets thousands of views. I like that. That's what I need to be able to do every day, Okay, so before we get into today, let's talk about stats. I have a little chart here that I'd like to be ideally at or above this midpoint, which is 80 subscribers and 13,000 views average over the last 7 days. Down a tiny bit from yesterday, but still solid. 17.8 thousand views and 135 subscribers is our running average over the last 7. As far as subscriber count, all right, so I have to take a gamble here. Yesterday we were at 69,000 and about 3/4, not even 69.1, right? So when I looked this morning, before I walked in here, we were at 69,100, of course, and 99. So, do I think in the time it takes me to come back here, shoot this, walk back in the other room, download the files, start the edit, will we make one more subscriber? Yeah, I'm going to call it. 69,200 is what I think we're going to be at when I put this thing over my shoulder. So we'll see where we end up. But anyway, it was another solid day. It got us from 69,060 to something to 69,200, 199 at least. So whatever it is. Yeah, we're on track. And by the way, you guys corrected my impromptu math in my head the other day. Obviously, at this rate, we should easily make 70 grand before the end of the year. It's not even a mystery, right? Because it's 1,000 a week, not 1,000 a month. That's why in my head I was yeah, obviously, we should be able to do it. Wait, it's more than 1,000. It's more than that. whatever it is. I'm going to stop trying to do math in my head because I'm bad at it. So yes, we should be good for 70,000 for the end of the year. Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about today. So primary topic, I have three things to take care of primarily today that I'm going to focus on. Number one is the podcast edit. That's live every Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. on Twitch. As usual, if you'd like to join us, just pop into twitch.tv/GenXGrownUp and participate. It's not like you're gonna, it's not like you have an assignment or research to do. It's just pop in and chat. We talk about what we're listening to. This podcast is the Geek Gift Guide for 2024. We're going to talk about some products. We'll probably chat about those and other ideas and experiences with them. Who knows? It's just primarily, it is a crutch for me to stay productive because when I sit down and do it live, I stay focused till I'm done. So we'll do that together. If you'd like to join us, you're more than welcome. We'd love to have you there. Even if it's just for a few minutes, pop in and say hi. And you got to say hi. You got to type something or we don't know you were there. Also, of course, every single Tuesday, without fail, for years now, year and a half now, I have reminded you that if you have Amazon Prime, and as most people do, and you haven't already utilized it, every single month you have the opportunity to donate a $5 subscription to any Twitch creator, and it costs you $0, but you just got to jump through a couple of hoops. And if you'd like to do it for us, or you've done it before, but it's been more than a month and it's time to renew, please consider doing that. All you have to do, again, is go to twitch.tv/GenXGrownUp. And when you arrive there, click on the little subscribe button, or it could say resubscribe. Click through a couple of tabs. Eventually, you'll see a tick box that says Use Prime Sub. When you check that, the checkout now is free, $0. It doesn't cost you anything. Click on that, and you've done it. If you do it live during the stream, I have an opportunity to thank you. If you do it not live during the stream, I'll thank you after the fact. So we just had a finance meeting yesterday, and the Twitch is up about 15-20% from the previous month as we keep rolling tallies looking at these. So more of you are doing that, for which I'm very grateful. Thank you for that. So that's one of my three priorities, is get the podcast edited for Thursday. Number two, I have a meeting with my friend from PlayOn to talk about some future plans and potential things coming on. I mean, everything that PlayOn was doing is out right now, right? So it's more stuff, more future stuff coming up. So I have a meeting with my friend there right after the pod edit. And then this afternoon, I have to focus on the sponsor spot that I mentioned yesterday. I have the pieces. I have a script. I have the pieces. I have to do a stand-up. And then just record. It's like a 45-second thing, but a 45-second thing means an hour or two of manipulating, shooting, editing, color correcting, all those things. So creating a 45-second thing. Look back. I mean, Rick, you watch every day. Just because a spot is 30 seconds, I mean, it took 30 seconds to do. You had to roll a truck, set up a camera. You know. So when I say I'm going to do a 45-second spot, you're like, what else you can do with your afternoon, John? That all the paraphernalia, and it's not the word I'm looking for, all of the associated stuff that comes along with creating that. I'm gonna try to get that done today, because if I just gotta work on it, I won't get it finished or even started. So I'm focusing on it today. So I probably won't get another long form out today, but that's fine because half the day is tied up with the pod edit, and we have a great video already rolling from yesterday. So before I go, I just wanted to share with you, it's really something I've noticed over the last, mostly over the last few months, is it's interestingly, heartwarmingly weird to see people who aren't me paying attention to view counts on things and subscriber counts on things and stats on things. I know here in the vlog we talk about it because I'm the one blabbing about the stats, and you're a captive audience that has to sit and listen or click away. But I have people like messaging me, like, hey, I saw that 7,800 plus reviews doing such and such. You're gonna be able to hit 100K with that? I'm like, who's paying attention other than me? We look at stats and how they're doing, and we follow trends, and we look at graphs, and we dig into the analytics and stuff, but I never expect or have seen viewers do that for people, right? And so I know many people have said here in the comments of this not this vlog, but this vlog, that they have become what's the word? Not interested, not engaged with, but like a sense of like caring about my success just for their own entertainment. which I don't mean in any diminishing. That almost sounds like, dance for me, right? It's not that kind of entertainment, but like, they enjoy watching my videos, but they also get a second, because they now kind of like know me through these vlogs, they kind of care about my success, just because I've been watching this guy for 2 years. Let's see how he does. This video did really well. Let's see what he says about it. Like, there's this weird kind of symbiotic thing where this vlog feeds how they process the work on the main channel, and the success of the work on the main channel. They come back here to the vlog to see me talk about it, and it makes it oddly a richer YouTube experience, and has made them more invested. That's the word I'm looking for. They couldn't find. They're more invested in what I do than they would be other creators. Which I think is interesting, right? Any creator could do this, just not any creator is crazy enough to stand here every morning and do this. So I think it's very fascinating how for many people, I'm not saying everybody that comes here does this, but for those who've mentioned it to me, I think it's really cool how seeing this vlog has enriched their enjoyment overall of the content that I make over there, because they have an investment in it. They have a personal stake in it. They know that guy, kind of thing, right? So that's neat. And then there's those of you who already know this guy, and you're already kind of invested, because I'm going to bug you about it anyway. Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool, and it's a thing that made me feel good today when I remembered it. So I wanted to share it with you, and thank you for, like, you might have those feelings and never tell me about it, and I wouldn't get to share in the. So thank you for sharing that information. Those of you that do tell me about that, and if you don't, that's cool. That was never the intent, but it's a happy side effect. So, okay, time to go find out if my prediction for the subscriber count was right, get this together, and get ready to go live for the edit. So hopefully I'll see you over there. In the meantime, thank you, of course, for popping in to check out today's vlog. If you did, if you're here every day, love you for being here. Thank you so much. Have a good Tuesday. Remember to do something good for yourself, and I'll talk to you again next day. Bye-bye.